Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad that you're here. It's been such a long time. I did take the month of April off because my kids were terribly sick and it was just like the longest month of my life. But they are much better now. They have healed up, they have rested up, we've all gotten some good sleep, so I am back at it and I'm so excited. I truly missed content creation way more than I thought I was actually going to. And when I finally saddled up to do this, I thought, what a better way to dip my tootsie toes back in the water than with an apartment build. So here we are in San Myshuno in the Spice Market District in 20 Culpeper House. It is currently occupied by the, I'm gonna say, Rasoya's apartment. It's a Rasoya's family. There's two people in it. One's an elder and one is not an elder. I think they're an adult, but quite honestly, I can't even remember the first name of the people that live there. However, I renovated this into being a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom apartment. It is worth $45,204 simoleons, and it is available on the gallery today, right now, as of yes. So go check it out. You can find it at Ravynthesimmer. It is the same handle and spelled the same exact way as my channel name. So go have fun. Oh. I put Child's Play, Homey, Fast Internet, and I made it filthy. Why did you make it filthy, Raven? Who wants to live in a filthy apartment? Well, this is on the gallery named Single Mom, 5 Sons. So that's why it's filthy. Because this mom has her hands full. She is a single parent. She is in charge of 5 stinky, yucky boys. No offense, boys. And so I put filthy because I wanted it to be a little more realistic. Of course, naturally, if there's anything about this build you don't like, if you don't want to have the filthy aspiration, if you don't want to have the filthy lot trait, then you can remove it. If you don't like the cabinets, you can change them. If you want to burn this to the ground, be my guest. Burn it straight down. I'm here for it. But here I am. I worked out the floor plan. I figured that if this apartment was like IRL, it would probably be 2-bedroom, 2-bath with a bonus space. That bonus space being the center bedroom that I actually use for the eldest brother. Here I am working on this cute little tucked away laundry space, and I haven't play tested it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I haven't play tested it, and I'm pretty sure it's non-functional, but it looks really nice. Of course, if you don't like playing with laundry, I get it. I don't like playing with laundry in real life. I'm not really a big fan of playing it in my Sims games either, because it seems to be getting out of control pretty quick, if you ask me. But you can replace it and make it like a pantry, which I thought would be really cool because of the location it's placed in. So here I am. I'm just adding the perfect amount of clutter to show that definitely a lot of kids live here. And I like to think that they have a chore board and the mom does her best to maintain it, but it does kind of get out of hand sometimes. So I put an assortment of things on here. I'm going to throw some lunch boxes on here with a little jar of cookies open next to them. Maybe she was just packing lunches and adding some cookies as a treat in there. I figure this is a single mom who works a 9-to-5, so maybe as a salary person job. And she's got 1 teen son, 3 children's sons, and 1 toddler son. I'm not quite sure what happened to the dad. I don't know if it's a tragic story. I mean, either way, it's kind of tragic if we think about it. I don't know if it was death. I don't know if it was just a goodbye or what. However, that's kind of what I had in mind for the setup. And then I kind of figured a little bit of lore. One of the chairs got broken, so she had to bring in a patio chair that she found at a thrift store or something like that to replace it, just to make the chairs look even until she could either repair the chair or find a replacement that is closer. If you don't like it, of course, as I said before, please change it. That is totally fine with me. It's not going to hurt my feelings. I just thought it was a little bit interesting to change it. I did, for the most part, with the decorating. I did kind of a mismatch furniture idea. I got the basement. I have no idea what to call it. The basement kit, the basement clutter kit. I don't remember what it's called, to be quite honest, but I use that for some of the living area things. Of course, this is an apartment, so I figured like the counters, the appliances, everything like that would be pretty much up to date, but the furnishings themselves would probably be a little bit dated, a little bit worn. I really liked using this couch because I love the swatch. First of all, that's a cool swatch. Second of all, I like having like the little blankets. I'm gonna call them blankets, but like quite honestly, it just looks like someone like slapped some laundry over the side of it, and I kind of liked the idea. Like that's kind of what happened. I'm thinking that recliner chair was Dad's, and now only the teenage son sits in it because he's now the man of the house. And I'm going to go into more of that here in a little bit, but I liked using these lamps also because they're dirty, they're a little bit chipped, and the lampshades are askew, which would be exactly what would happen if you were a single parent with 5 rowdy boys. So yeah, I don't know. I just loved it. I loved it. I did pick out this TV. I do end up changing it for something else and sticking it in the teen boys room, but you'll get to that later. Yes, I had a lot of fun, and the floor plan came along pretty easily for me, and it felt I was able to do this probably within 2 hours because I really, when I say I haven't done anything content creation wise, I mean I didn't even open up my laptop for the past month. My kids were just, like I said, really sick, and it just no one was sleeping, and it was kind of like a little bit like a war zone in my house. It was one kid got sick, give it to the other kid got sick again, and then give it back to him, and it was like I was nonstop. But they're much healthier now, like I said, and we got through it, and that's just the only way out is through in a lot of scenarios. I kind of kept the kitchen table clear because I figure like if you keep the clutter, the kitchen island won't be that useful. So I kept the kitchen table pretty clear so they could actually eat and do homework and whatnot. Here I am in the front entrance hallway, and I really wanted to clutter this up, so I threw this, what is it called? Dresser in. It's base game. It's kind of old, and I kind of like it. And then I'm not a huge fan, and I know like you'll probably hear this if you like watching these kinds of videos. You've probably heard other content creators say this. I wish they weren't skis on that coat rack because I love the items. It's so homey and realistic, but they're freaking skis. So ignore the ski parts. I just liked having the coats, the hat, the scarf, and the backpack hanging up there. I hid a basketball underneath of the dresser, putting some shoes. I'm just cluttering with some bits and bobs, ends and pieces, just trying to make the area look, lived in. Like this is a catch-all by the front door, and yeah, and I don't know, I really like how this came out. It flowed really nicely, and I kind of came up with ideas for the personalities of the children, but at the same time it's kind of like up to you to decide. So I don't know, there's a little bit of leniency, there's a little bit of freedom in your gameplay, of course, but here I am, I'm starting to work on the boys' bathroom, and what I kind of figure is like this is the boys' bathroom, and then the bathroom next to the master bedroom, which is like directly behind the TV of the living room, is like the mom's, but when she has guests over, she insists they use that bathroom because she knows it's clean. So they kind of let their mom have her own bathroom, her own space, but when guests come over, they typically use hers because these boys cannot keep it clean in here to save their lives. I did think that the teenage son is now, air quote, like I said, the man of the house. So he insists on having his own sink where the toddler and the 3 other boys get to share the sink on the right. So I kind of did my best to make it seem like the sink on the left is a little bit more mature, and it's got like a hair dryer and a razor, and it's got hair combs and stuff, and the one on the right has like superhero soap dispensers and rugs, and like it's the toothpaste is already used up, all gone, and like it's a little bit messier, a little bit more cluttered. I just put a toy robot on the counter because I figured like it's probably where it's gonna be. Oh, also, could we just please pretend my mistakes are Easter eggs? Because like the way when I was editing this, I realized I didn't put a shower mat in front of the bathtub, so it's just like nothing's there. So maybe that's an Easter egg. Let's just call it an Easter egg instead of saying like, whoops. We'll just say, oh, Easter egg. So yeah, go have fun finding that Easter egg. And then I put this, it's a non-functional toy chest, but I put it there because I figured like, hey, it's the bath toys for the kids, specifically the toddler. And it's just added a little bit more realism, a little bit more clutter to the space. But here I am in this small closet of a bedroom. I figured this would be the bonus space. It could make a really good office in other scenarios, but it's been converted into the teenage boy's own bedroom because he needed the space. His brothers were probably driving him up a wall and he needed the space. So he said, you know what, I will take the smallest bedroom. That's fine with me. And the mom said, you deserve it. So here we are. I figured this young man is an absolute movie buff. So I put a whole bunch of movie posters on there. I figured, like, he's so mature, he doesn't need the silly alarm clock. And I put the other alarm clock, but I do switch it out in the end for the sillier alarm clock, which is funny because it's not really even non-functional. I moved the TV from the living room and I put it in his bedroom. I'm going to throw a beanbag at the end of the bed with this little rug, which I try to do like a pretty cohesive color schemes between blues and reds here. I figured these are some boxes he has yet to unpack, or alternatively, there's stuff he doesn't want anymore because he's now a man that he's not ready to let go and hand down to his younger brothers just quite yet. So, yeah, I don't know. I just thought that was a cute little idea, and then I'm going to throw this little poster up here and move on to the next room, which is the boys' room. And I figured initially I was going to have this put into two, but I decided against it and to have all of the boys kind of share one bedroom. Yeah. I kind of gave them each little personalities in small ways. So the posters I decorate with around the bed areas, kind of giving you an idea of who the kids are. We got one who's like sporty, one who's into music, and one who's like into space. So the toddler's kind of like TBD, because like to be determined. Sorry, I should probably not speak in text. That's embarrassing. Because like he is a toddler, so you can kind of figure out what you want to do with that, like with him. I put toys everywhere, all around the room, all over the floor, because like I want it to be realistically messy in here, and that was the best way I could figure out how. There's a little creativity table, and yeah, I think I may have blocked the closet on the right side. This is a double closet bedroom. I think I may have blocked the closet on the right side, but I think the one on the left should be clear to use. But here I am going with the posters. Got one kid who likes video games. We got one kid who likes music. We've got one kid who likes sports. And then there is that poster with the space on it. And then eventually I come back and add some paintings of space, like the childhood drawings of space. I'm just kind of cluttering up this area again and just kind of, giving some life to it, making it look cluttered and messy and like a little boy's room if there was four little boys living in here. Yeah, after this, I'm going to move on to the mother's bedroom. I'm just putting these hampers in because I remembered last minute, like, oh yeah, guess what? We have laundry. Yeah, I kind of went with this like darker purple, pinks, and like dark blue kind of color scheme. I really liked this bed from Seasons, so I ended up using the side table from Seasons and the dresser as well. So if you're wondering where those came from, it came from that pack. Anyway, I hope you guys had a really fantastic April. I know mine was a little bit rough, but in the end it was a-okay. I did get to spend a lot of like one-on-one time with both of my kids because they weren't well, and I take a lot of pride, and I feel really happy with the fact that my kids are so comforted by me and by my presence and wanting to snuggle and all of that. But yeah, that's pretty much the end of the video, so I will catch you guys in the next one. Enjoy the screenshots after this bathroom is done, because I entirely forgot that this is here, but it will be quick. Yeah, enjoy the screenshots. Leave a comment below, leave a like if you liked the video, consider subscribing to the channel. I did see that I had quite a few new subscribers and I wanted to say hello. Hello. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.